Hey guys, it is Saturday morning, checking in on Rainbow. Looks like he's doing alright. Putting him outside, so I'll hopefully get a good 2 hours of outside time. He did come over and chill out my window for a bit though. Yeah, it's Doors Open Toronto today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be back in time to put him indoors at, nighttime, so I kinda put him away around 10 when people are gonna start showing up. I feel kinda bad about it though. He likes to be outdoors and probably would have been fine to just leave him outside all day. But anyways, Adam and Don are here. Tyler showed up pretty soon after for our bike trip of Doors Open 2023. Our first stop is gonna be McDonald's, just down the street on Bathurst. Yep, looking at all these bikes, I'm like, yeah, this is a nice bike gang we got going on. And yeah, gonna ride over Garrison Creek crossing to the Bentway, which is kind of our first stop. They have some art stuff going on. This, Beyond Concrete. Everything's supposed to be finished and opened up today, I guess. This bamboo woven thing with all the plastic is, I guess, done. Although, I think there's supposed to be plants woven through it as well. I'm just seeing plastic. And they do kind of claim that the plastic is locally sourced or at least been discarded at some point. But when I was here 11 days ago, this plastic looked pretty new. Definitely at least reusable. I don't know. Kind of questioning, did you really have to cut all this up and use a bunch of zip ties? Couldn't you just made a neat bamboo woven thing? But whatever. Artists love to say that plastic is bad. So yeah, this is Atmospheres. It's all about wind and stuff. And yeah, it sounded pretty bad in here. The soundscape. Maybe it was based on the wind and how it's going through the ventways, pillars and stuff. Kinda hard to tell. Mostly just annoying sounds. Sometimes the screen changed and it was a lake. Also a bad soundscape to go with it. And over here, a lichen display. But it's kind of bright outside, so it's hard to see this dark video. And yeah, Helen and Don are done eating their McDonald's, so we're off to the next stop. We're going to a Navy base, I guess. HMCS York. I'm actually not sure what that stands for, but yeah. Royal Canadian Navy. After signing in, we go through a little hallway into a gymnasium. I had no idea what was in this building. Kind of have biked by it a lot of times, so I was a little bit curious to see what's going on. And yeah, it's a big gymnasium. Put up a couple basketball hoops and yeah. Oh yeah, some wind instruments. This sounded alright. We could have waited for a boat trip, but in general, we don't really want to wait. Did have a quick look around at all the little displays that they had going on. This cannon was looking pretty cool. Pretty nice cannon, very shiny. Oh, and they had some prop guns that you could hold. And, my friends were like, oh, you gotta hold it, Andrew, you gotta hold the gun. So there you go, I held the fake gun. And then they also had a little museum thing set up, and there's a lady in here talking about knots to some other people. Love a good knot. But yeah, now we're going to the Billy Bishop Airport. I was kind of excited about this because this is like new and kind of one of those places you don't really get to go that often, at least like behind the scenes. At least I don't think they've done a doors open here before, but either way, I haven't walked underneath the tunnel yet. There's like a channel where they have a ferry that runs every like, I don't know, 7 minutes or something from the mainland to the airport. But they recently finished this pedestrian tunnel so you can walk underneath of the water channel. That's kind of cool. Some moving walkways. Neat. I was kind of wondering why there weren't stairs on the other side, but I guess we are like 8 stories underground, so it would kind of suck to take the stairs if that was the only option. But yeah, gonna just let out into this big lobby. They had a bunch of merch for sale and, you know, booths, you could talk to people. But we went outside and there was a couple of vehicles that you could look at. Fire truck, border patrol, kind of funny. But yeah, there's more stuff once we like turned around and keep on walking, sort of just following the signs wherever they're pointing. Yeah, this guy waved us to like walk on this side, which was kind of weird because on the other side there was like a painted line of where pedestrians should walk. But whatever. And yeah, we're by these like maintenance sheds. They have a bunch of vehicles that you can go in and check out. Also a pretty cool fire truck over here. Yeah, one of their maintenance sheds over there. But yeah, this fire truck, I was like, damn, haven't seen one like that before, where it's got like the angled cab and I guess the water gun on the top. That's just kind of neat. That looks like the control tower. Neat. Oh, and here's some I'm pretty sure these are falcons that they use to keep the airport clear of birds. So, you know, they're not hitting birds constantly with the planes. Kind of important to not hit a bird. It does happen, and it fucks up the plane if you hit a bird, especially a big bird. Yeah, just had a closer look at the maintenance shed in there. Probably should have got that, but whatever. And there was no line at this, I'm not sure what it is, probably a snowplow. So, hopped on in there, it's like, yeah, it's got a control stick. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Neat. Not every day you get to go into a snowplow or whatever that was. So yeah, walking back, we did walk past this ambulance, and I figured we'd check it out on the way back. This is yeah, the air helicopter ambulance. That's pretty cool. Not every day that you get to go up next to a helicopter. And I always like seeing like the workshop space too, like what's it like in here? What are those things on the ground? Who even knows? Just some neat things. Yeah, I did touch the helicopter a little bit and had a look at the cockpit. And the, I guess, middle passenger part. Yeah, like most things, we're not talking to the people. We just want to get in, see it, go to the next thing. So I don't know how much I'm actually learning, but kind of cool. So yeah, keep on walking. We saw the ferry just get to this side, so we're like, oh, we could take the ferry back. Kind of perfect timing. You have to go up to the second floor, and then there's a bunch of like bridges that you can take over to actually get onto the ferry. And there's a lot of people waiting to get on, so yeah. This is apparently Canada's fastest ferry, which takes about 90 seconds from when they leave one side and get to the other. And it's also apparently Canada's first 100% electric ferry, which is nice. I like electricity. So yeah, pretty fast ferry ride. Probably this is the video section of it kind of felt longer than the actual ride itself. And yeah, we're right out by where we locked up the bikes, so that's kind of convenient. Plus, I'm kind of like wondering if the washroom there is always accessible. Like, you know, it's always good to know where there's like a washroom that you can just use. It probably is. Yeah. So, also checking out this fire and marina station. We did not even lock up the bikes, just sort of walk through. Need to see that they have a fireman pole. Sorry, fireperson pole. Firefighter pole. But yeah, I didn't really stay here that long. Kind of wanted to go to the next thing. So yeah, it seemed like we had time, so wanted to go up to the Toronto Dominion Towers and go check that out again. I guess they painted the Gardner pillars down there. Kind of neat. But yeah, that's what we're doing, locking up next to the Dominion Center. This is one of the first like big skyscrapers built in Toronto, but there's a huge lineup and I don't think anyone wanted to wait. So I'll just show you at day 40 day 90, 490, when I went up here and had a look around. That was pretty cool. I think you can probably find this video on the channel if you want. This building, or at least the architect, is the reason why the underground pathways exist. This is a photo from 2011. And then current year, look at all those new skyscrapers. But yeah, what was I saying? Tyler's heading out, and we didn't actually wait. It's too long of a line, so we're just gonna keep on going. Our next stop is gonna be lunch, break time. Got some chai time. Interesting to see a shattered window over here. We could have gotten some Monster Energy drinks for free. But while Adam and Don are getting bubble teas, I went over to the Loblaws and I'm gonna grab us some chicken. And I wanted to get wedge fries, but they didn't have any wedge fries. Just a bunch of chicken wings. What is going on? No wedge fries? This is a huge disappointment. But anyways, we went up at Sugar Beach and had a feast of chicken and sushi. This cat was interested in the sushi. Apparently it's first walk outside. Neat. But yeah, after a nice short picnic, we're moving on again over to Sherbourne Commons, next to this water feature. I have a public washroom, so it's a good spot to take a whiz. And now we're headed towards the Portlands development. The waterfront TL's been working on. You can see the bridges where the new Cherry Street will get realigned to. As we go down the old Cherry Street here. Looks like they're doing a walking tour. Kinda neat. But yeah. Turn right on I believe this is Commissioner, to the new section of Cherry Street. And yeah, had a good look. Let's back up at those old bridges, or new bridges. This is gonna be mostly park space, green stuff going on. There's gonna be a neighborhood that they build as well. But it seems like they're doing the river redevelopment stuff first. And yeah, pedestrian bridge over there that I hadn't noticed before. Now for doors open, this viewing platform is supposed to be open to the public. It didn't look super busy, but they're only letting about 10 people up at a time, and each group of 10 gets 10 minutes, so it'll be a 40-minute wait. And I didn't want to wait 40 minutes to be up there for like, I don't think I'd spend the whole 10 minutes up there. So I just crossed the road and had a look. Plus, 2 weeks ago, they uploaded some drone footage of them going over the site, showing you this is going to be the new riverbed and stuff. And just how they're redeveloping the area. It's kind of nice to see. It's going to be a canoe cove where you can paddle around, and it'll be nice. You could start a canoe trip there and then go up the Don River, which I've wanted to go up the Don River, and there's not really a good spot to like launch a canoe. So yeah, that new area will be pretty nice. And yeah, just looking at all the stuff that they got going on, pretty cool. I'll try to remember to link to the video, but you just YouTube search Waterfront TO and the channel will show up where they have all the updates, and they have a bunch of drone footage like this that you can check out. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. So keep on biking. We're going down Cherry Street, pretty much down to Cherry Beach. Although we didn't look at Cherry Beach at all, we just stayed on the path. It's looking pretty busy here, pretty full parking lot. We're on our way to the power generating station. That red brick building is the old one that was coal powered. And yeah, along this bike path, I don't remember there being like watery sections and marshy sections, but that's kind of nice to see. Marshiness. Some, you know, habitat. But annoying that there's a fence there. I don't remember how long that fence has been along that path, but we had to double back for kind of a long way, which, alright, whatever. And yeah, after signing in to the thing, we get to wait in a giant line. And yeah, it was a huge line. We got bumped from one group because we were like the last 3. And then we got bumped again because of some bullshit. And there's no justice in this world, but whatever, it wasn't too long of a wait. We're in here. Checking out the power plant. This is our guide. I want to say his name was Brayden. And yeah, I've been here before. I think it was like 8:53, but that video might have gotten DMCA'd, and I don't know if you can see it anymore, but maybe you can one of these days. So yeah, this is neat. They got like a dual generator system. On that far wall, air gets taken in, and then it gets exploded with natural gas, and then the exhaust is used to heat up a boiler, and that boiler powers another generator, so there's not like that much wasted energy, and it's pretty low emissions. You know, they say it's burning natural gas, which sounds pretty green, but natural gas might not be that green of a fuel, so sorry guys. But yeah, all these tubes are for the like the second steam boiling thing. They're just like going crazy. Who knows how hot they are. And he's showing us these pipes where they're like, yeah, they're ultra thick and special alloys because it's pressurized and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool power station. I always like it because in Pokemon Yellow, you could catch a Zapdos in a power station, so it's kind of cool to go to a power generating plant. Because like, yo, this is where Zapdos would hang out, guys. Here's like a pollution monitoring center. And yeah, big blowdown canister or something. They have an identical one on the other side of the plant. And then over here is like their water plant. They need pure H2O for their systems, otherwise the minerals and stuff would mess up with the turbines and junk. You know, you don't want mineral buildup in their pipes. It's gotta just be water. And we weren't allowed to see the control room, but there's a bunch of pictures. He said they were old though, and nowadays they have like 100 screens up there. And yeah, a little trench of water running here. Apparently they do take in lake water as just like water to cool down things that doesn't like actually, I don't know, get affected with chemicals. It just is lake water. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. They did talk about how they rebuilt some of the turbines. Apparently they gotta rebuild them every like 4 years, which seems like they do that pretty often then. And yeah, I really felt like flicking some of those switches. He was not watching me. This is one of the boilers. Since they're off right now, they need a boiler to keep like the stuff moving. And yeah. And over here he's like, yeah, all these boxes are filled with spare parts from when they did the rebuild. Normally it's not like that, but it is right now. Here's some of the turbine fan blades and stuff. He's like, don't touch it, it's heavy and dangerous. And then he touched it. He also said that that blade that he touched was worth $35,000, which yeah, pretty expensive generators that they got going on here. And yeah, those pictures are what they look like inside of those gray boxes. Kind of like a pod racer engine. That's kind of neat. Well, and these thin tubes, these are the pneumatic tubes that they use to control everything. Like air flicks all the switches and stuff from the control room. And yeah, we're about to leave. I guess you can really see the pipes, but they're not actually pipes, they're electric cables. This is where the transformer steps it up from like 30 something thousand volts to 115,000 volts. And then it goes through to the old station, and then that goes out to Toronto. So yeah, always need to go to that power station. Although it is a bit after 4:30 now, and most doors open Toronto places will stop letting new people in at 4:30, and they officially close at like 5. There was one other place that I wanted to go to, so I kind of just left Adam and Don behind, and he biked up over to Danforth and Maxwell, where they have a TTC storage yard that was open. I didn't read too much about it, but kind of just seems like a bus depot, and that is cool. I mean, like, I like the bus well enough. You could probably sit at the driver's seat and check that out. And yeah, they had some stuff going on in here. It seemed like people are packing up and getting ready to go, so I didn't really bother anyone, but yeah. Neat to see the old bus. I don't think I've ever ridden in one of the older buses, so yeah. Whew. So from here, we're just gonna go over to Adam and Don's place and hang out. They wanted to have a little bit of a barbecue, just chill out after our long day of riding. And yeah, Tyler brought turkey sausage dogs, and we ate those, and it was good. Yeah, a bunch of Doritos. Also, Don found this air mattress, which I guess they've been thinking about getting an air mattress for camping, and this one looked pretty good. It's got to be a newer kind because it has like a pump built into it. That's just like cool. But we did find a hole, so gonna try to patch it with my bike patch kit. Yeah, just glued on a patch and waiting for it to dry underneath some books. Yeah. Don's strawberry plants are really popping off this year. Looking good. They got a bunch of runners. And the patch seems like it's holding up alright. We inflated it and I couldn't hear any air like leaving it, so maybe it's working. Who knows? So yeah, it's gotten kind of late. It's probably around 10ish now. And Tyler and I are biking home along the Danforth. Whew. Kind of a long episode, eh guys? Yeah. But doors open Toronto, you know, that's just how it is. Gotta be out here for the long time. I pretty much saw everything that I wanted to see. So, happy about that. Yeah. I was passing by. There used to be a bike repair stand here, but now it's like a bunch of raised planters. Luckily, the bike repair stand has just moved a little bit more to the west of where it used to be. So that's fine. Yeah. And getting home, wanted to check in on Rainbow. Because, like I said earlier, I only let him be outside for like 2 hours in the morning. And it was such a nice day outside. Poor Rainbow. Been locked up all day. He's pretty eager to get out. And he's dropping his classic meows on me. So yeah, I'll let him hang out outside for a little bit. Mostly, I don't think my neighbor wants their window to be open at night. Like when that raccoon got in that one time, and yeah, who knows what's going on with him. So yeah, after he had a bit of outside time, I brought him in. Tried to play with him, but he did not seem interested. He just wanted to go back outside. Good old Rainbow. Anyways, that's enough for today, guys. See ya.